Ta-da! How you do? So if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I talk quite a bit about bloating and about how sometimes it's perfectly normal, especially around periods, around hormone changes, and around stress. The thing is sometimes it's not, especially when it's painful or when it's interfering with your life. And my bloating has just gotten crazy out of control, and to the extent that a few nights it even woke me up and it was kind of painful. It wasn't very nice. So I'm going on a journey to explore bloating. I'm gonna use my journalist skills to try to understand everything that science has taught us about bloating and gut health over the last 2 years, and I'm going to be sharing all that information with you. I'm also going to be talking to bloating doctors, medicinal experts, to people who are naturopaths, I don't know, healthy eating experts, people who will share anti-bloating recipes. I'm going to be trying a lot of stuff myself, sort of using myself as a test subject with the whole goal of hopefully learning something about what's going on in my tummy, but also being able to pass some information onto you that you might find helpful. Before I forget, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe. It helps me buy the kitty all that fancy kitty food. So today I am meeting with my friend Maria, and we're going to learn about anti-bloating teas and probiotics, prebiotics, and the gut-brain connection. I know it sounds like a lot, but she makes it pretty fun, and there's tea involved. Before I go see her, I just wanted to show you something I've been doing for the last 4 days so far. It has not magically healed my gut. I am still bloating, but I like to think it's making me healthier. I'm curious to see if any of this works. So I have been taking, every morning and every evening, I've been taking probiotics, digestive enzymes. In the morning, I've been having some apple cider vinegar to help start the digestive process in my belly. And in the evening, I've been having a shot of this stuff, which is a superfood smoothie with spirulina powder, nettle leaf powder, spinach leaf powder, chlorella powder, and more. Some probiotics, some digestive enzymes, and apple cider vinegar. Again, I haven't really noticed any huge changes, but I will report back in a month if that has magically healed my gut and made the bloating go away. I've also not noticed anything bad, but what I have found interesting, so like I said, is I've been taking it for about 4 or 5 days now, is that the apple cider vinegar and the green stuff, the first time I had it, it was just like, oh, oh, that's horrible. Second time, okay. Third time, my body had started to, my taste buds were fine with it. It started to get better and better, and now it's actually kind of nice. So I just thought that was interesting, just to see how our taste buds change. Let's go learn about our brain-gut connection and go see Maria on the boat. YouTube, I am here with Maria Marlowe, and she's going to teach us about bloating and some healthy recipes to help with our gut.
I'm a holistic nutritionist and health coach, and I really believe that food is our medicine. I also believe that our bodies are always giving us signals. So when something is not right, when something's off balance, it's going to let us know. And one of the ways it does that is through bloating. Yeah. So oftentimes, really all of the times when we're bloating, it's a sign that we can't digest something that we're eating. So there are a few ways that we can tackle that, but we're gonna make a nice de-bloat tea today, which is something I turn to if I ever have that occasional bloating. And why do we bloat? If you are eating something that your gut cannot digest, then that's what's going to create bloating. So there are some common foods, things like dairy and gluten, that can cause it. Even some healthy foods, tasty, like broccoli and cruciferous vegetables, cauliflower, beans, all of these things can cause bloating.
Now, you're not saying I should cut out cauliflower or broccoli. These are important things that I should have in my diet.
Yes. These foods are healthy foods, and if you can't digest them, if they cause you gas and bloating and all these things, it's not that you shouldn't eat them, it's that you need to repair your gut so that you can digest these foods, because they're incredibly helpful. Cruciferous vegetables in particular, which are things like broccoli, cauliflower, bok choy, Brussels sprouts, kale, these foods are known for helping our body detox. So they're great for cancer prevention, they're great for immune boosting. There's so many reasons to eat these veggies, so you don't want to cut them out. You want to figure out how to get your gut in a place where it can digest them.
What about, how do I even repair my gut? I don't understand, because my gut is just where food goes to be processed, and that's it. How do I don't get it.
So there are a few ways. Our gut is really the root of our entire health. And if you look at Eastern medicine traditions like traditional Chinese medicine or even Ayurveda, which is from India, in these schools of medicine, it always starts with food. And if you go to a doctor, the first thing they're gonna do is they're gonna ask you what you're eating, and they're gonna probably tell you to change some of the things that you're eating to fix those imbalances. So it's really important that we make sure our gut is in tip-top shape all the time. Now, in terms of how do we repair it, there's a few different ways. So there are tests that you can do. You can do stool tests so that you can get a really clear picture of what is actually going on inside of your gut. You can find the bacteria.
Can you imagine if you just become a poo doctor?
I actually think it'd be interesting. I love talking about poop because it can tell us so much, and really it should be a vital sign. You know, like your tips are
on like your first date with your husband. You're like,
I love poop.
Things I love.
I mean, you know so much about a person by their poop. Really, you do. So,
new greeting card plan. There we go.
What's your poop like? There's actually something called the Bristol stool chart. Have you seen this?
Probably not. I have not seen the Bristol stool chart.
So the Bristol stool chart is this chart of 7 different types of poop. And
okay.
you find which type yours is, and based on that you can actually tell things about your body, like are you too dry, like maybe you need more water, maybe you need more fiber, or are things too loose, maybe is it something that you're eating that's setting it off, is it a food sensitivity, is it an allergy, is it a pathogen, right? So just looking in the toilet can actually give you a lot of incredible insight.
Well, you know, what's interesting is I've got this little rescue kitten at the moment that we're trying to nurture back to health. He's like 5 weeks old, he's been really sick. And just the other day, for the first time, he had his like healthy poo, like a first real healthy poo. And it was so exciting because before that it was all not healthy poo and he was stepping in it and then little paws everywhere. It was not a good situation. But the vet was saying like why he has those bad poos is he's got bugs in his tummy and things aren't healthy down there. So that's part of what we're healing, is we're healing the kitten's tummy, which I guess is kind of what you're saying, is you don't want us to get poo paws all over.
Yeah. So, and you know, healing your gut takes a little bit of time, but it's so worth it. And there's usually a few steps. So removing any foods that you have a sensitivity or allergy to, that's definitely key. Repairing your gut. So you may have heard of something called leaky gut or increased intestinal permeability. And what this is, the lining of your gut is 1 cell thick. So if you think of these as 2 cells right next to each other, okay. And they're supposed to be closed, right? Okay. All the food is supposed to be in here. This is the rest of your body, your bloodstream. All the food is supposed to be inside the tube. But what happens when we eat certain foods and it increases the intestinal permeability, these cells open up. And so now food particles and debris can actually leak out into your bloodstream, and that's not good. It can lead to chronic inflammation. It's also believed to be the root cause of autoimmune conditions. So you don't want that. You want your gut closed. You know, you want it to keep your food inside your gut, not in your bloodstream. There are a few things that are helpful for that. So removing the offending food that's causing the issue, but also there's something called L-glutamine, which is an amino acid, which you can take as a supplement, and also bone broth. Bone broth has become really popular in the last few years, and it's because it's very rich in L-glutamine, and it's great for healing the gut. And then another key component of repairing your gut is making sure you have the right bacteria in here, because what happens is it's very easy to throw off that balance of bacteria in your gut. Things like stress is a big one.
I know that one.
Yeah,
I could do that.
We all do. Things like taking antibiotics, and it can take 6 months or a year to actually get your gut flora back into a pre-antibiotic state. And really everything that we eat is going to change the bacteria in our gut. So all of these things combined, it's easy to get to have your gut be thrown off a little bit, and then we want to repair that. So we want to make sure that we're populating our gut with healthy bacteria that are going to help us digest all these foods and a wide range of foods, and we're keeping the more pathogenic or inflammatory types of bacteria, keeping those more in check. And we can do that with probiotics. And also, probiotic supplements are amazing if you can have a good probiotic supplement. But our foods, food is actually a great source of probiotics, our fiber-rich foods. So all your vegetables, your cruciferous vegetables, dark leafy greens, your starchy vegetables are typically a great source of prebiotic fiber. So probiotics are the good bacteria, okay, right? And then prebiotics, these are like food for the probiotics. So they help the probiotics proliferate in your gut. So it's important to have both.
It's crazy. It's like it's a whole organism in here, isn't it? Like I guess it is, but it's like a little forest, a little community.
There's more bacterial cells in our body than there are human cells. So yeah.
We're giantly
we're big
bacteria. Yeah.
Yeah. There's actually something called the gut-brain axis, where our gut and our brain are in direct communication. And there's a ton of research on how our gut can influence our mood, depression, anxiety, and in some cases, you can, like about 30%, I believe, of depression and anxiety can actually be knocked out with changes in the diet.
I'm gonna be like really intrigued by my poo.
Yeah.
I'm already fascinated with the kitten's poo because it's such a sign of his health, but I don't know, maybe now I'm gonna try.
Yeah, now you're gonna be obsessed with it. I actually have this app. It's an amazing app where you keep track of all your symptoms.
What
and
is
you
it?
keep
What is it called?
It's called My Symptoms.
Oh, I was just called like app poo or poop.
Well, it's not specifically for poop, but one of the things that you can track is your poop, and you can track, is it today like a type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4? Type 4 is the best type. So if you have bloating, in the moment, the best thing that you can do is have ginger or mint tea, or even a mix of both, because they really help to relax the gut and also expel. And I'm going to get some mint.
Wait. Can we just observe the number of greens in her fridge?
Okay, I don't usually have this many greens. This is a little bit overkill.
Who is the health guru?
The key star ingredient, or one of the key ingredients I would say to have in your de-bloat tea would be ginger. And unfortunately, when I opened my fridge earlier, my ginger was moldy. So we're not gonna put ginger in this tea, but when you're making it at home, I would recommend you use ginger. And all you have to do is you take the ginger root. You don't have to peel it if it's organic. You don't really have to peel it anyway because you're not actually eating it. It's just kind of steeping in your cup. But then you just want to slice it really thin, and you can put it in the bottom of your cup and just pour hot water over it, and that's how you make a really simple ginger tea. So this is mint.
It's not like spinach or anything.
I'm not gonna do that to you. I'm not gonna make you have spinach tea. So this is some mint. And then I typically just, again, you can steep it, in something like this, but I just put it in the bottom of the cup when I'm doing it quickly. And it makes this like really fresh flavor. That's about it. You can go a little crazy with it. You can really put as much as you want. I do it until it just starts to bubble, like it just starts to have those little tiny bubbles. And then I'm just gonna pour this. And you could also
just put the whole thing in it?
Yep, you could just put it in, and I would recommend doing that. That way you can just pull it out. So you can let this steep for about 10 minutes, and then that should help bring down any bloating pretty quickly.
Sounds like a really refreshing garden forest. Smells really good. All right, guys. Well, I think that is going to be us for now. If you want to find Maria, where do you find you?
On Instagram, I'm Maria Marlowe, and I'm also on YouTube as well. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.
I'm about to go have breakfast with my friends. I'm going to show you a bit of what we have, but I thought I'd pop on here quickly and really stress one thing I forgot to mention. One thing I forgot to mention, that nothing about this for me is a weight loss journey. Nothing about this is an effort to try to slim down or change my body. All I want to do is understand the inflammation that's going on in my belly and how I can heal it. I completely understand that for some of my Instagram audience, some of the Instagram community, this could be triggering. And so before every video in this series, I'm going to include a little caption. If these things don't bother you and you want to learn about gut health and healing your gut, and you want to kind of go through this journey with me together, all this stuff, I don't know if any of it will work. I don't know if all of it will work, but if you want to just join me in searching for an answer, then go ahead and watch the rest of the series. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go eat food. I gotta go shave my hairy knees. Also my makeup. Man, look, it stops right here and it's white, and then this is why I can't have nice things. All right, ladies, I'll see you soon. Bye.